We all know who Oprah Winfrey is, right? Unless you've probably been hiding under a rock. Oprah Winfrey has managed to start her own TV show, produce her own TV show, create an entire network under her name. Harpo has won 2 Academy Awards, and the list just keeps going on and on. What made her stand out as a TV host? That's what we're going to be learning today, so that you know how you can differentiate from a competitive and saturated market so that you can stand out just like Oprah Winfrey did. My name is Nadine. I'm a former henna artist turned into business coach. This is video number 4 of the Creative Entrepreneur Bootcamp. If you want to learn how to start your own business, track clients on autopilot, and know how to use social media to leverage those clients, then be sure to subscribe, because that's what I'll be covering in this channel right here. I actually have to preface by saying that competition is generally a good thing. Now I know this feeling, okay? As soon as I came to Toronto as a henna artist myself, I saw that I was competing with so many different other henna artists. How the hell am I gonna get known? But in actuality, if there is competition, especially if there's fierce competition, that means there's a demand for your service. So if you're there thinking, oh my god, it is just impossible to do this, you really have to be thankful for the fact that there is competition, because there's demand for what you're offering. There are resources available at your fingertips that is going to allow you to become better in your craft. Oprah wasn't built in a day. You have to really see the behind the scenes and what it took in order for her to reach to where she's at today. And one of the things that Oprah does super well is that she gives abundantly. She gives more than she receives. Now obviously you know Oprah's favorite things. You know that Oprah on her show always gives abundantly, always gives to her audience cars, refrigerators.
Okay, let her go.
She really spares no expense. Now obviously I know we're not Oprah and we don't have the same resources and the same money and the same everything. Bottom line is, no matter what stage of the business that you're at, you need to give more than you receive. Far too many creatives and far too many artists dive into the mistake of asking for a sale. DM me to book. You need to flip the switch and give more. Now this is a rule that I call the 80-20 approach. 80% of the time you need to be giving in order to earn the right for the remaining 20% to us. As a henna artist in my early days, I had moved completely to a new country. I had no network, no resources, and barely any money to my name. What can I give without utilizing the very limited resources that I had? And I figured I am good with content creation. I can create valuable pieces that's going to attract people in by offering them something that is going to add value to their lives. Because I was targeting South Asian brides, I talked to brides on the phone, in person, met for coffee dates, and asked them what are some of the struggles that they were facing and encountering in their wedding planning on a day-to-day basis. I upkept a very active vlog and created content pieces that helps address those problems, either through couple photography ideas for their engagement. Another thing that they often struggled with was finding vendors. So I did the research for them. I created an Excel sheet with all the vendors that they needed, makeup artists, photographers, you name it. I gave before really asking for them to book me. That is what the 80-20 approach means. And the cool thing is, because no other henna artist was doing that, I immediately stood out from the competition, attracting people to come to me as opposed to anyone else. The other thing that Oprah does exceedingly well is making her interactions and making her TV show as human as possible. Your business, it needs to add that human component in it. As you can see, Oprah invites these big time celebrities, A-list celebrities to her show who feel they're in a very comfortable and open space to be vulnerable.
I don't know if I can make it through this interview without crying. I just want them to feel like this every day. You have to stop
Okay.
It's all because Oprah is able to create that bond with people, and that's what we need to be implementing as well. One of the things that I did, I was booking obviously South Asian brides, but I would make sure that I would write down their birthdays, their wedding dates, so that a year later I have a little reminder in my laptop, and I made sure to send out an email to wish them a happy anniversary. It's not only to say that you can be doing this after you've fulfilled your service, but within fulfilling that service with them, that's another that you can be doing. For instance, leading up to my appointment with a bride, I would make sure that every now and again I would pop up in her email or in her DM and ask her if she needed anything. Remember one time as well, I arrived early for an appointment with a bride and they were hanging up decorations for like a little bridal party. I didn't ask anyone if they needed help. I just literally picked up the decorations and started doing it myself. So that gravitas and that helping hand and is really going to make people feel that you're a genuine human being that they want to work with, and they'll keep recommending you to other people because you went over and beyond. Ultimately, you want to be creating a memory, not necessarily a service. Something that's been proven in a lot of market research is that people don't necessarily buy because they actually need a product or a service, but they buy because of an outcome, because of something that they want to feel for themselves. And so if you're relying on memory, if you're relying on creating a memorable experience, that's really going to hit the nail on the hammer for you, because people are going to be left remembering how you made them feel rather than how beautiful your service was. And that's what we can really take away from Oprah. Now, you better bet her guests on her show are going to be inscribed with Oprah's memory forever because she triggered emotions, whatever that emotion is, happiness, sadness. So that's what you want to be doing as well. You really want to create experiences that's going to make your service remembered. Now, I've actually implemented that same technique, not just in my henna business, but on this YouTube channel as well. If you see my videos on either Billie Eilish or Beyonce, you'll see at the end of the video, I'm creating a little dance on their top hit songs.
Thank you, so criminal.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
By inscribing that little memory that every time you hear that song, you'll probably remember me. The other thing that Oprah does is that she has built her own community by having her book club.
This book is everything.
Basically what that is that Oprah recommends a book of the month and people tend to discuss that book that's been selected by her. That community aspect really strengthens her brand, her name, and that's what you need to be doing within your business. You really have to be focused on building a community rather than just having one stand-up clients, and that's something that I've implemented in my own coaching business. If you want to check it out, then I strongly recommend that you come join our community, the Creative Entrepreneurs Guide to Success Facebook group. I make sure that it is a space where a bunch of creative entrepreneurs can voice out their concerns, voice out their challenges, and we all unite together and help each other to make sure that we all grow with one another. And that's what you need to be doing. No matter what business you're in, you need to make sure that you have some sort of platform or some sort of engaging community to make people feel like they're part of a tribe. Another thing that really drew audiences towards Oprah is the fact that she really stood out on her TV shows and talked about real issues that really pushes the envelope. At the end of the day, she's a TV host for a TV show. However, she really introduced a journalistic perspective within her show. She hosted interviews talking about very difficult subjects.
I don't believe that people of other races have the right to live here.
They have the right to live wherever they want to, but we have the right to choose if we want a white community also.
So what's the point of that is that you have to have a unique selling point. Oprah didn't just immerse in feel-good topics, but really challenge thought-provoking things. As business owners, we need to have unique selling points as well. And you'll see me mention this in every single video that I have implemented to date on this YouTube channel. You have to develop your own sense of style in order to stand out of the market. You don't want to blend like everyone else. And if you're copying other artists, and if you're copying what everyone else is doing, then you're not developing your own style. You're going to attract discount shoppers, and you're always going to feel shitty about yourself because you'll feel like you can never measure up. Instead, what I recommend that you do is create a unique selling perspective with whatever it is that you're offering. I'm going to show you 3 different photographers and their 3 unique selling points. First off, we have Gypsy J Henna, who is, yes, a henna artist, but she's also a photographer, and oh my god, her work is so gorgeous. But as you can see in her feed, that her unique selling perspective is obviously fusing henna with photography together. She really appeals to like a hippie, gypsy-like kind of audience, which really speaks to my soul. But also we have Sorella Moore, totally fangirling over her. Now, her unique selling perspective is an advanced selfie photography, and she actually coined that phrase in all of her photos. These are actually all photos that she's taken herself, that hence the term advanced selfie. And lastly, we have Cheyenne Gill, another amazing photographer. Now, her unique selling perspective is that she empowers women through beautiful, gorgeous boudoir photography, but her angle is body positivity and really making women feel comfortable in their own skin. 3 different photographers, 3 different unique selling perspectives, and that's what you you need to be implementing in your own business to really stand out of the competition and have something that is very unique to you. What do you actually need to do in order to attract clients to your business on a consistent basis? I want you to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because next week I'm going to be releasing a video on how you can attract clients using absolutely free strategies. So you want to make sure that you don't miss it. You guys know that if you wanted to win a full scholarship with me and have this guy pop up every once in a while, all you need to do is that you need to subscribe to the channel and make sure you comment on every single video within the 6-week series bootcamp so that I know that you want to work with me, where I am going to take you by the hand, look at your social media, evaluate what you need to do in order to start attracting clients to your business. I can't take this seriously.
These are a few of Oprah's favorite thing, and they make her so feel so glad. Oprah's favorite thing.